Welcome back to cooking every single recipe in the official Stardew Valley cookbook. Today we're making rhubarb pie. Don't forget to subscribe and vote for what I make next in the comments below. And check out my other channel, I game and stuff. To start this recipe off, you're going to, in a large bowl, stir together 2 2/3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 3/4 teaspoons of salt, and you're going to whisk them to combine. Now you're going to grab a box grater and use the large holes to grate a cup of frozen unsalted butter. I think I actually did a half cup, but it still worked. Then you're going to use your hands and gently mix it together until it forms like coarse crumbles. Then you're going to mix together a half cup of ice water and a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and you're going to pour a little bit in at a time and combine the dough with your hands until it forms a solid mixture. If your dough is still a little bit too dry, add a little bit more ice water, like a tablespoon at a time. Then, when your dough is all formed and together, you're going to rip it in half, and you're going to turn each half into about an inch thick disc, tightly wrap it in saran wrap, and put it in the fridge for about an hour. Now you're going to grab about 1.5 pounds of fresh rhubarb stalks, and you're going to cut them into 1/4 inch slices. Now in another large bowl, you're going to combine the rhubarb, 2/3 cups of sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and you're going to mix it together, and over the time that the dough is chilling, you're going to continue mixing together until the sugar melts and coats the rhubarb. Once your dough is done chilling, you're going to take one of them out, and you're going to turn it into a very large, about 12-inch disc. You want it to be about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then you're going to lay it in a 9-inch pie pan and trim off any excess around the edges. And then you're going to put that in the fridge. Now you're going to add 7 tablespoons of flour to your rhubarb and mix it together just to thicken it up a little bit. Now you're going to roll the other dough out into also 12 inches and use either a cookie cutter or a paring knife to cut a star out of the center. Now you're going to add a 1/3 cup of sugar into the rhubarb filling, and then you're going to spoon it into your pie crust that's been chilling in the fridge. Then you're going to take 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter, and you're going to cut into small cubes and push it into the rhubarb, and then you're going to lay the top crust on top, trim the edges, and you're going to just seal it off. I used a fork to seal it off. You can also just pinch it though. Then you put it in the fridge to chill for 30 minutes. Now you're going to combine a splash of water with 1 egg, and you're going to use it to egg wash over your pie crust. Then on top of the egg wash, you're going to sprinkle with raw or turbinado sugar. You're also going to then put a baking sheet in the bottom rack of the oven at 425, and then you're going to put it in the oven, cook it for 15 minutes. Then you're going to reduce the temperature to 375, cook it for 30 minutes, rotate, 30 minutes, done. And then it's supposed to cool completely on the hot baking sheet. This was really good. I'm normally not the biggest fan of rhubarb, but this one was very good. It tasted like strawberry rhubarb, and there's no strawberries in there. So, that's cool. Highly recommend. The crust was amazing. and the filling was awesome. I put some whipped cream on it. Scrumptious. Highly recommend. 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9. Depends how I feel when I rank the whole thing.